Hey Pisces, how are you? Let's do your reading. I just turned on the camera at the beginning of pre-shuffle, so I'm just gonna have it on for the pre-shuffle. So I hope you don't mind. Let's see what's going on with the lights. So we've got the High Priestess. It's you. High Priestess. Some of you are probably somewhat, if not very, intuitive, clairsentient. Psychic, maybe. But the High Priestess is someone who knows things. She doesn't really feel the need to speak it, but she knows things. She can be aloof. Let's just get a little bit more. And then we're going to do a spread on you, the person on your mind, their energy, your energy, what's next, and get some advice, kind of look and see what's hidden. So you can just get a heads up. But anyway, we'll go into all that. This is Six of Cups, so it's kind of like the High Priestess is that inner knowing. This has an element of who the High Priestess, you, Pisces, knows about a return. This has got a strong return energy. The Six of Cups also could indicate childhood, or, it's a very sweet, one of my favorite cards in the deck. It's like reminiscing. It's a very sweet energy. Okay, so something is going to blossom. The Ace of Pentacles is it could be an offer, but something stable coming in, something that has strong potential for stability. Strength could be dealing with the Leo. So anyway, those are just the, it looks like there's some strategy too. Okay, something that's been going on for a while. All right, that's just pre-shuffle. And usually, sometimes the pre-shuffle, that wasn't terribly significant. It didn't seem, it could be, but sometimes the pre-shuffles are just so, strong and profound. But how are you? Hope you're well. We're going to do, start boosting gratitude practices. I've been struggling, and I know I've gotten away from my gratitude and my intentions, and I'm going to start doing those in the comments. So if you guys would join me in the comments by writing 3 things that you are thankful for. They'll circulate all over the world. Being thankful, it raises your vibe, and that brings in more things that you're going to be thankful for. It also helps us focus on the positives. And when we focus on the positives, we focus more and more on the positives. We see more. When we're focused on the negatives, our brains are trained to look for more and more to prove us right. So let's focus on the positives. Anyway, we'll do that in the comments. Your current energy, 9 of Pentacles. Wow. You've got some strong independence. Could be finances going well, but 9 of Pentacles, independence, abundance. I just lost my breath. That's so strange. Okay, just lost my breath out of nowhere. 9 of Pentacles. Okay, so King of Wands. Action. Could be dealing with a fire sign. This has got a feeling of, I'm feeling strong, I'm fired up about something. The person on your mind, the 3 of Pentacles. So the 3 of Pentacles is cooperation, collaboration. Looks like somebody may have hit a brick wall, judging from this image, which maybe somebody realized they're, better off as a partnership than alone with the brick wall. Okay, so Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, I'm feeling finances. And what's funny is I gave this a good shake starting out because I was like, let's bring in some finance vibes. So the Wheel of Fortune, destiny, abundance, meant to be. Lots of moving parts. Lots of things playing part in the bigger picture. So I am definitely getting finances improving here. And there's action. So it's not sitting on the couch and having your finances improve. It's taking steps, making things happen, being collaborative, thinking outside the box, working with others. Devil energy, could be dealing with the Capricorn, but the devil is... Okay, this is so cool because here again, this card with the spiderwebs always make me think about how, things are intricately woven. We can't see every strand of spiderwebs. A lot of them are just, they're so iridescent, but every strand holds it all together. So even though you can't see the entire plan, that's bringing everything together. It's still there. So the Devil card, Capricorn energy, it is, it could be an addiction or obsession. We'll have to find out, but we'll dig in deeper, but it's a stronghold. And, it could be that someone just can't let go. I feel like it's more than that, but don't know yet. We will find out. So Ten of Swords. Wow, look at the bottom of the deck. So some sort of painful ending here. The Tower, something blew up. Painful ending, Ten of Swords. Yeah, I guess I should zoom out just a little. Let's give this another shake. Whoops. Okay, so Tower, Ten of Swords, bottom of the deck. There's some truth and clarity coming. I just saw the Ace of Swords. So your energy, Nine of Pentacles, the roles could be reversed. I'm going to read them as you on the left and them on the right. Wow. You are finding your foundation. The Four of Wands, feeling knowing your value. Four of Wands is all about foundation, stability. It's also a twin flame card. Queen of Swords, clarity. So looks like you've done some inner work looking. Queen of Swords, she's clear and direct. That might have been serving you well. Not, communicating in a non-emotional way, but just very clear. She gets to the point, she's clear and direct. She doesn't mince words. She knows her value. She's been through some things. She only deals with truth. She doesn't want to deal with, half-truths, partial truths. This is a beautiful energy you've got going on here, Pisces. Okay, it's giving you power. It's empowering you. It may have come from a painful ending. Maybe you're the one that cut ties somewhere. And look at that, the sun. So things are lighting up. I feel that the action that you are taking, isn't that beautiful? Those real gold flakes. But when it stops moving, they just float, before they settle. But the actions that you're taking or going to take, and if you're having a hard time getting started with action, there's several things you can do. But one that I haven't shared much that I feel like I should have shared more is visualize it. You start, not just visualize yourself happy and successful, but if you're dreading doing something or taking steps, just visualize yourself taking those first steps. And then it seems to kind of clear it up, the dread, or visualize yourself taking those first few steps, and it just kind of gets separates it out in your mind, and then it just seems less tasking, I've tried that. I got that from one of the neuroscientists I watch, and I've tried that several times, and it works. It's like if I'm having a hard time getting started, if I will just visualize myself doing the first few steps, it just seems so much easier rather than it's all, jumbled up in my head. All right. And also getting started, taking the first few steps is just the hardest part once you take the first few steps. But anyway, I feel like you guys, if you're not, you're about to, and you have some newfound energy or motivation to do something, get started. Once you get started, the momentum keeps going, and there's some very big success here. But we're trying to look at love here. So Five of Swords, so your person, Three of Pentacles is cooperation, collaboration. I think this person is seeing that they're happier with you than without you. It's like there's a hole in their heart, or there just feels like something's missing. What's so interesting is, see that red, can y'all see that? That red, it looks kind of like the wire that is behind brick walls, and this is over that brick wall card. Or the card, the Three of Pentacles, which had the brick wall image. And I feel like this person is realizing, they're not full or whole. It's like they need you. They're not full or whole without you. This is very interesting because it feels like the tables have turned. It feels like in the past you probably tried harder. You probably did all the work, gave more, tried to be happy, pretend you weren't upset. And this person had seemed to have, kind of hold all the cards. Pardon the pun. But it seems like that's changed. It seems like something happened. Maybe you spoke your piece, but something happened to where you feel empowered and like you're okay alone. You're maybe in having to deal with something that wasn't working out the way you wanted it to, gave you this oomph towards, other goals like finances. And now you're, achieving things or working towards achieving things. And sometimes it's just taking those first, taking steps towards a goal actually can release more dopamine than completing the goal. So I feel like that may be what's happening here. Just taking those steps, even if it's just in your mind, sorting through it, making a plan is giving you a boost. Okay, this person is seeing that they're not as happy without you. You're seeing that you could be happy. You're okay by yourself. You're making sure you're going to be okay by yourself. And the opposite's happening here. I feel like the roles are reversed. So let's look at Wheel of Fortune. And this person maybe just was slow to commit and slow to, show the interest back. And you just kind of got to where you're like, you know what, it's just too hard to hope, and wait and be checking my phone all the time. So I'm going to take steps to make towards my own happiness. Four of Pentacles, protect myself. Yeah, Four of Pentacles. Why do we have the Wheel of Fortune? Tell me about the Wheel of Fortune. Two of Swords. So Pisces, I feel like some of you, all of you maybe, are the type to where when this is burdening you in love, it kind of shuts you down in other areas. Being burdened in love maybe takes over your mind and thoughts. Now, I just want you to know that is typically a response from childhood attachment or abandonment. And one thing I love about the Queen of Swords, there's a technique where you can just try to really separate your pillars, So you've got, just because if you're not getting love from someone that you're giving your attention to and you don't feel like it's reciprocated, some of us, me included, can shut down and it affects all the other areas of our life. But remember, we have all these pillars that help hold our foundation strong. We've got work, we've got finance, we've got health, we've got family, friends. And if we have all our happiness relying on relationship and we have no other pillars, when this gets a crack or isn't feeling so strong, our whole foundation crumbles, or it feels like everything's, it feels like the world, the sky is falling. But if we keep feeding our other, pillars, which is our health, we work out, we feel strong that way. We're, working on our goals and our purpose, and we're feeding into our family and our other relationships. You got to keep those other pillars strong. Okay, so I feel like this may indicate where some of you, if in the area of love, you're not feeling strong. If something isn't going well in love, it tends to affect the other areas of your life. Like you may be shut down. Again, that's a childhood trauma, abandonment response. So don't beat yourself up over it. But just know that a solution is to redirect and make sure you're feeding all those pillars. The love that you want to give to someone that you feel like you have to hold back, you can put it into your kids, your family, your friendships, So don't clam up in every area, okay? So that may be what was happening, and that's why maybe freeing yourself of it gave you this burst, and now you're kind of seeing things are getting back on track. You're strong. Okay, Justice. I think the tables are turning. This was in reverse. Okay, so the tables are turning. It's not over, though. Things are still in the works. Why did the Devil card? And then we'll ask some really specific questions. Four Swords. So some sort of toxic behavior, I feel like, came to a halt, or somebody realized it. maybe the calculations or the, trying to make sure everything happens a certain way. The Four of Swords is taking a break. Okay, let's see. How does this person feel towards Pisces? Eight of Cups. See, this person feels like you walked away. I think you did. Or you pulled your energy away energetically, and they are feeling like, oh, this is not the way I like it. I liked it better. I like having Pisces. I need Pisces in my life. My life is better with Pisces in it. Yeah, the focused attention. You pulled away your focused attention. You gave a lot to this, and now they're feeling the loss. Look at this, Ten of Pentacles. All right, so what's hidden? Six of Pentacles. Generosity. Maybe something bigger and better. What's hidden? Why the Six of Pentacles, King of Pentacles? You know what, Pisces? You got Judgment, and oh my gosh, you've got either this person is definitely feeling the loss. So it's and we got the Six of Cups. So it doesn't look like this person's coming back, but you have either they're coming back with a lot more stability, but I think you got someone new, because you've got a King of Pentacles here. You've got a Judgment, a second chance, somebody very generous. There's a lot of love. I just thought I saw the Ten of Pentacles. Oh my gosh, look at this. You've got a big, fat, stable relationship coming. Yeah. Everything you've wanted, the World card. It's like going from settling like, well, trying to just get a little bit and make do with very little. Like realizing that once you pulled your energy back, yeah, this person's coming. I don't feel like this person is bad. They could be, but I don't feel like this person is bad or has bad intentions. I just feel like they weren't giving enough. Maybe a little bit intimidated by your level of love. I do see hurt. The Five of Swords does indicate hurt, but I mean, everything that's coming in is beautiful. The World card. Things are just getting better. It's like a whole new world is opening up to you because you stopped relying on satisfaction from, or, your value from this person. I don't know. I mean, you just blooming into your own, not needing, finances are improving. It's like a total glow up. Queen of Pentacles, I think that's you. The Empress, nurturing yourself. Whatever happened here with this person not valuing you, you trying harder, giving more, hoping they would catch up, see your value, that not happening turned into like a fire lit under you, or is going to. And that's when you shift your energy in your world, not needing this person's approval and love. Powerful. Let me grab that oracle. I want to, I want to see how they feel. Let me pull Romance Angel, or okay, let's do Romance Angel. And then I'm going to do Spirit Message to you. Wow. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So, I know some of you are feeling like this is your person. So all nice and good that somebody else comes in that has money. And it wants to offer you everything. Some of you may feel that you like aren't even going to care about this new person. This new person could rock the boat enough to where this other person sees your value. And I'm not saying play games, I'm just saying that could be what ends up happening. But I want you to please give this new person a chance, because it could surprise you. It could be a healthy, and even if you think right away in the beginning, this is not my type, sometimes those are the ones that when the love develops slowly, it's more stable than the one that challenges us and we're constantly challenged by them. So just give the new person a chance, please. Because I feel like it's going to grow. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Also, this healing family issues keeps coming, or I've seen twice now. So it says your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. I think that there was, remember we caught onto that a few times, that there was some childhood, you know, difficulty, or some of the pain, you know, or inability to, the trying to prove yourself to someone and needing approval, that some of that comes from childhood. So there might be some issues. I feel like everybody that we all need to be doing our part right now on this healing journey. And if you can date somebody that also is aware that there's healing that needs to be done, and they're doing their, you know, healing work, wow, that's a wonderful thing to meet somebody or be able to talk to somebody about, you know, doing self-help and growth. Everybody needs it. Okay, so flirt. So play with this new person. Play with people at the grocery store. You know, notice people looking at you. Dress nice so that you get the attention you need. This is all feeding you. And it's feeding also your well-being, your health, the way you carry yourself, your body language, the way you talk, you know. It's helping you become, look, act, walk like, dress, be your ideal self, your higher self. Who is that person? This is who you're becoming. And if you don't feel it yet, put on a show and fake it, because you start to feel it. You start doing, you know, walking a certain way, holding your head up, body language, posture. You start embodying that energy. Okay, so you can turn things around just by, you know, forcing some of that stuff, and then it just becomes natural. Okay, this is the second time I got this too. Past life relationship. Wow, I'm loving these romance angels right now. Okay, so pay attention to red flags, new love. I'm telling you, you got this person coming back and someone new. But I want to see these other oracles real quick. Oops. A loyal heart. You can love someone and be loyal, but doesn't mean they're the best pick for you, right? Just give somebody else a chance. Orphaned. Okay, so if you did go through some sort of abandonment when you were young, and I kind of think we all have in some way, even when our parents didn't know or didn't mean to, they maybe weren't there for us when at a time of need, or just weren't available, you know, because they had their own issue going on or something. There may be an element of somebody being overly loyal, to where even when our needs aren't getting met, we still feel like, you know, we're like brainwashed that we have to be loyal. But we're, you know what I mean? You can't let your cup get empty. I mean, you can't pour from an empty cup, right? Wow, third time, same thing. All three of those cards came out multiple times. So blessed, let's read it, because I feel like it wasn't going to leave me alone. So let's read it. Blessed. And remember, we're going to do gratitude in the comments. Something wonderful is unearned and unexpected. Okay, so you don't have to earn love. I mean, that's kind of a tricky thing to say. But you are worthy of love without having to do backflips to prove yourself, okay? Authenticity is really, really important. Something wonderful that is unearned and unexpected. Grace that is unforeseen. Gift, a grace that is unforeseen. Gift from Spirit. So we had the Ace of Pentacles. So you've got some kind of gift from Spirit. There are moments in life when out of the blue it seems that everything has been orchestrated by divine intervention. What did we say with this Devil card? Lots of moving parts, right? And you can't always see everything, just like a spider web. You feel blessed in ways that are difficult to express. It's as if the Red Sea parts in front of you and events come together to banish your troubles easily and naturally. You know deep down you did not deserve any of it, and yet here you are. This is one of those times. Let awe and gratitude. Oh, we're doing gratitude. Love it. Let awe and gratitude for all your blessings guide you now. Okay, so here's the relationship part. It says, you are moving toward a deepening of intimacy and a unique and sacred partnership. You know you are meant to make this connection, this union blessed by the divine will bring transformation and beauty to the world. This is also a sign that even more important, you're being called to a deeper intimacy with yourself and with spirit. Within this new development, you will see evidence of grace in your life. Pisces, beautiful things. They start with you. You're blooming, growing. This person's coming back, but you got somebody new. This person feels like they need you. They're not happy without you. Okay, I just love it. The tables have turned. Anyway, let's talk in the comments. I'll see you in the comments. Let's do our gratitudes. 3 things that you're grateful for in the comments, okay? I love you guys. Bye, Pisces.